We're Catfish Sons, and you're watching Rose City Review.
Why are you changing the script again?
You're watching?
That's perfect.
That's good though.
Sick!
All right, you guys ready? All right. Well, hey, welcome to Rose City Review Presents. This is episode 1, season 1. You guys are the guinea pigs. I appreciate you guys being here.
Pilot episode, right on.
We're happy to be here.
Catfish and Sons. I thought I would represent.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Looks
cheers.
good on you.
Let's do
Cheers.
it. Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
To the first episode. Woo! Clunk. We gotcha. All right. Beautiful.
All right.
Episode 1, man.
Episode 1.
So I think you have some questions?
Yeah, maybe
All
a few.
Oh.
That's how these things work.
Is that
Okay.
what we're going to do now?
Let's start by you guys maybe telling us a little bit about your EP last year. You know, how'd that come to be? Favorite songs, favorite tunes on there? Maybe any memorable studio experiences?
So we decided that we were going to do our darkest songs and just get them out of the fucking way. And it was a pretty interesting way that we did it because most of it was done either in a warehouse at like a gambling fucking warehouse. What was it?
Pretty weird.
It was like where they stored scratches and
Was that in
shit,
Portland? and
we'd recorded
It was in
drums.
Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
The recording engineer that we were recording with, his uncle, well, we tracked drums in there, but it was this big empty, it was full of bingo cards and old slot machines.
It was
Really weird, but just like kind of a cool place to record the
and
drums.
we did it in an office there.
The rest was recorded in someone's apartment on
On a
His
pirated
apartment.
version of Fruity Loops?
pirated version of Fruity Loops.
But don't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah. Can we say that?
It's like they wonder why he's wearing a mask. Like, come on.
But yeah,
Who's wearing a mask?
It was pretty interesting. I don't know. I feel like we probably split all the favorite songs. I don't even know what my favorite song is.
Always.
Oh, always the one. for
Always.
sure.
I mean, I'm
It's
proud
probably
of
separate.
that.
AKA Arms Wide Open.
Yeah.
I'm wide open. I listened to Hallways last night. That's a good tune.
That's
I really
that's
like
the
it.
banger for sure.
I think my
That
fir-
or 7, I guess, would be my second one.
We had to.
I mean, let the streams do the talking.
Henry's
you know?
a shy guy too. So we were doing it in this apartment, and it's really difficult to recreate the energy that you sing a song like that on stage when you're in a quiet apartment room with the recording engineer's girlfriend in the living room. So we had to.
So I'm trying to be like dainty, like la, 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 la.
Yeah, Henry's like,
I was like, no, you have to fucking scream, man.
I made him chug a beer. I was like, nope. You need to go chug a beer first. And then finally, we were able to tap
got
into
to
the
him.
intensity. I had to do the same thing for Cold Mountain Air. It was fun though.
You're recording a new, full length album right now.
Yeah, we're doing it
Word.
with we're doing it with Dave Hickey and Jesse Hamlin from Shane Entropy at their
And-
place, The Joint.
And
Oh,
Internet
Internet
Beef,
Beef.
respectively.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Internet
Beef.
Beef's
Yeah,
awesome.
The
yeah,
Internet.
it's pretty dope. That'll
Most of
be
it's
hopefully
done, right?
dropping around fall time.
Yep.
We'll
it's
see.
almost
We've
done.
thought we finished tracking, but we're gonna go and redo some more vocals.
Yeah. Do-overs. I mean, eight new songs, and I put scare quotes on new because we've been playing these songs for like a whole year. And I guess the idea is like,
At least.
man, can we put these down? Can we wipe the slate clean and start over again next album?
You want that new.
Yeah.
It translates, you know, like it's like, oh, these are old new songs. It's like
But
like
the
disappointing.
experience recording them was really great. I mean,
It's
track by track.
super fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
those
And
guys
Dave
are
and Jesse
smart,
fucking
they know what
dope.
they're doing.
Yeah.
those guys are
Nice.
audio. It's like,
They're
oh,
tone
is
wizards.
that a K78BX microphone?
Yeah, we were like, we had like a group chat for the last show we did, and Jesse was in it, and we were all busy, so we weren't able to reply. But somebody asked what the amp we were using was, and of course Jesse, being the fucking gear nerd that he is, he was like, "Well, if it's Catfish's amp, I know it's an acoustic 10x12, blah 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 blah." I was
the
not
bass
even
amp.
seeing the amp
Jones
before, he
amp.
just remembered from
See,
mentioning.
I just use that thing for volume. It's a $500 amp, for $500, so like a watt. I think. It's great, but I'm not I put all the tones to the bass, and there's like, oh yeah, we're gonna use them. I don't care what you do. I do DI, I do DI, and he's like, we're just gonna use 4 amps. And it sounds great. Like, recorded with 4 amps, so it's like 4 basses. I play lead bass guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
so
super fun.
Speaking of that, you play lead bass, you play guitar, vocals. Henry, you're on keys. Dan drums.
Keys
Joel
and
guitars.
guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy sings like
Awesome.
Hendrix. Not this Hendrix.
Daniel and I
Hey.
both sing. Well, I try to sing like this Hendrix, but I can't get that.
I set the bar a little
I
too
can't get
low.
that loose.
Do you have any lead vocals on the new LP?
In G,
Verses, right?
we
Most of
split
the songs
verse.
are ones that Daniel has written. I have a couple of. I'm mainly doing harmonies on this one, though I do take a verse in one of the songs. But Daniel and I, songwriting and singing wise, take a very collaborative approach, and so each song is different. You know, there'll be one that he'll write, there'll be one that I'll write, or there'll be one that just kind of comes together between everybody. And I really love that about this band, how collaborative it is. It's not, okay, here's your part, you know, play it and fucking get it right. It's not that at all.
Yeah, everybody writes their own parts.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
that
because
about
it's
this
like
group.
that's the whole part of being a band, I think.
Yeah.
Because like if you wanted to just have one guy, you know, drive the bus, so to speak, you know, if I wanted to do that, I would be in like the John Schmo, you know, band,
Smashing
like,
Pumpkins.
and- yeah, exactly, and have Billy Corgan record my bass lines anyway.
Yeah. That's awesome. You said the first EP was your darker songs. So is
Yeah.
this like
Yeah.
a mix, more
This is
lighter?
super psych
It's more
blues.
lighter.
This is like psych blues at its core. It's all of the like dancier, in my opinion, funner songs.
Yeah, it's like the EP was, you know, What's Up, and then this new album is like Plaza, that kind of stuff. So
So when you release the new one, what platforms? Where can people find it at?
Well, I mean, we're still deciding on exactly how we're going to release it, so that's to be determined. But it will inevitably be on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, all that shit. So
And-
if we end up releasing it ourselves, then it'll be, you know, there. And if we don't release it ourselves, we get lucky and somebody wants to pick it up, then, you know, it's going to be there regardless.
That's awesome. I'm
we're
glad you
making
did
it-
say Spotify too.
yeah,
Oh
we-
yeah,
we really-
Spotify's our main push. That's
That's
what
awesome.
we do. Yeah,
I'm an advocate for
that's how I've
Spotify.
discovered like all my music. That and Pandora too. So that's like any like good band that I know. I discovered it from that, like just the radio stations popping it up when they come. So that's important.
Is it going to be just digital, or are you going to push it out vinyl, CD?
We might push out vinyl.
We really want to,
Yeah.
You
but
have to.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, it's going to be the LP, and I want to. It's just expensive.
Oh yeah.
So we're still determining.
You should at least make me one.
Yeah,
I know, but short one's
Yeah.
$50 an album, you know. But if we do 300, it'll be like $7 an album. It's also going to cost us like $2,000.
So
So
then you got to go on tour to sell them all.
yeah, exactly.
It's like we don't know 300 people.
That's the idea.
With
That's the idea. Yeah, we're gonna definitely try to do some short runs, tour runs next year. Or
Sweet.
next season, I guess, because my season is like September to like summer. That's like the season that I see. But yeah, that's what our goal is next year, is to do some tours. Go down to California, get the Coliseums in Oregon, go up north, maybe make it to Montana. I don't know.
That'd be
Figure it
cool.
out.
So tell us a little bit how you guys all met, how you got together, different iterations of the band. Are you all from Portland
It's
area?
a really long fucking story.
I guess we
It's
could
all
start
from
with-
Vancouver.
We could start
All right.
with
So
Yeah.
it was really serendipitous, like how it happened. Like I was just like starting to see my my current girlfriend right now, and we went out to this bar in Vancouver.
Legends.
It's called Legends. It's not Legends anymore, but and a guy named Jeff was the KJ there, and I went and asked to sing like a Devil Makes 3 song, knowing full well it wasn't going to be there, but I wanted to check. So he's like, "No, but I fucking love Devil Makes 3. I'll throw it up on YouTube for you, and you can sing it." Sang it, and then like he approached me, he's like, "Dude, do you play music?" Blah 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 blah. And so we kind of made the connection and took each other's numbers and never fucking jammed like for
It was
A
a
good,
couple, it
like-
was a couple months.
yeah, it was
a couple
like
months.
4 months probably
Yeah.
because we went there in like the winter time and we never actually like he told me about Joel like that night and we exchanged numbers and kind of like, "Hey, you want to jam? No, it's not going to work out, blah blah." And then May came around and we actually got together, and me and Jeff, who played bass, and Joel kind of just met, and he had a house at the time and we played in the basement, so we just kind of fucked around and just immediately got down to business, started showing each other songs and learning them. And we did that for like 3 or 4 days straight, and we're just so excited about it. We're like, well, let's try to do something since we're like learning each other's songs. And so we learned like 8 songs
It's like 7 or 8.
because we did Lunar Tits. We did
Lunar Tits was in there.
Lunar Tits was there. We did
It's not there
Tango.
anymore.
I always die when I hear these old
Yeah.
song
First
names,
iteration
man.
of Tango,
Yeah.
and then we did like Cold Mountain Air, and we did Bloodshot,
Yeah.
and we did Can't Count on Me,
Can't Count on Me was on there.
and we recorded that
There's
all
some songs
ourselves.
lost
And
in the
decided
lyrics.
that we were going to go out and play. And this all happened literally in 1 month because
Yeah.
Joel leaves for fishing in June, right? So we forged this. We played 2 shows. We didn't have a drummer. We went out and played an open mic with those songs at Shanahan's. And then
Another one of Legends.
we did one at Legends without a fucking drummer. And we just played it, right?
Yeah.
And then Joel left and I was depressed for a fucking whole summer. And I just spent the time writing. And then Joel came back in late September. And we decided to get more serious. And we brought in our first drummer. His name was Andy Hokinson. We played with him and just, kept writing. In that time, we were able to write a couple new songs. We wrote 7.
Sugar Mama
we
came
wrote Sugar
down.
Mama. Yeah. And then we ended up, I met Henry where I work.
Enter
And-
Henry.
Yeah. And ended up kind of just talking to him. That's a whole other story in itself. And he came out. And we just kind of started working.
And Henry's
We
a
were
godsend.
practicing at
Like-
this studio at Daniel's friend's house, Colin, and it's actually kind of funny that Colin gave Daniel the nickname Catfish, and so that's where that came from.
Yeah,
And
gonna
he
ask.
started calling Daniel Catfish,
he called me Catfish for a long fucking
and
time.
so the band name just came out of that, and I just kind of came into it because I met
the
Daniel.
band name
at
came
work.
out of that because we were going to play that show at Shaney's. Or open mic, really. It wasn't even a fucking show. We were playing like 3 songs. And I was sick as fuck, so I had to like get through it. And the guy asked me, he was like, oh, okay, so what's your band name? And I'm like, shit, man, he's asking us for a band name. We haven't even thought of that.
Just threw one
And
out.
Joel and Jeff came up with it. They're like, why don't we be Catfish and Sons? Because like Colin always calls you Catfish, and me and Jeff call each other Son. And I was, which is bullshit because I've never heard you guys
Yeah.
actually call each other Son.
It is there.
Hey,
It is there.
you know what?
I swear to God.
You know
That's a
what?
good story.
No one knows how 2 people are like alone. So
But yeah,
that's,
so
that's how
so we played.
whatever you want to call it.
We did that. We
Some
did that
works.
that lineup for a
a
little
common
bit, and
denominator.
then we ended up bringing Dan and Jordan in, and yeah, that's what we're at right now.
Well, and
Glossed over the
and-
fucking best edition.
yeah. Also, backstory.
There's been a lot of shit
Dan,
that's happened.
Dan and Joel and I went to high school together, and
We were in a separate band actually for like.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
three,
Oh, cool.
these
So there's
three
the
were in a
connection.
different
3 or
band.
4
So
years.
essentially, it's like
Yeah, so we knew each other.
it's
Yeah.
3/5 of Do It for the Dinosaurs.
and I've known
And then
Dan
me and
since
Henry.
I've known
Word.
Dan
Cool.
since 5th grade actually.
Yeah.
And we started we weren't like buds or nothing until about high school ish. Yeah, and he's like, he played bass, and he's like, I play drums. I'm like, no way,
Yeah.
because he's just how he carries himself, and also he
He's not a
didn't.
musician.
Also, Dan
Fucking guy.
never smoked weed in high school.
Dude.
How you know
That's the
how you see Dan right now? Always been like that. I thought he was the biggest stoner like forever.
That's hilarious.
No, like for real.
A
like,
lot of people thought that. I was
Yeah.
shocked. I was like, nobody told me.
But you're like, yeah.
yeah.
I laid back, Fuck it. Cool.
Just I drummed in my dad's basement. Watched the sewer pipe though.
Watch the sewer pipe. Yeah, because in our first jam space, there was a sewer pipe that was like 4 feet off the ground. It just went through the middle of the basement. So it was like, don't fucking break that. We'll be in some
Some deep shit, man.
Yeah. Like, no kidding.
Yeah.
That was my dad. I think he would have had to buy like 4 more feet of pipe, put it along the back wall. Probably didn't have it. Had to go back to the hardware store. Said, "Fuck it, I'll just run
That
it
ain't-
straight through the fucking."
That ain't worth the
basement."
gas money.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do when you're not playing music? Hobbies otherwise that
No.
I like
all music all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, I mean, we work.
I like
Yeah?
I like watching TV and then remembering all of the TV.
Jordan
events.
is the king of pop
Pop
culture.
culture, he really
just
That's
knows,
awesome.
I have a problem.
Favorite Netflix shows you're watching or anything?
Don't even get him started.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a big question. I love like television and movie production. I'm a really big fan of writing. I like Dan Harmon. I think he's like
Also,
the smart-
Harmon
He loves
Quest?
Dan Harmon.
Harmon-
Yeah.
Harmon Quest is the
Harmon
shit.
Quest,
He
Harmon
re-
Town.
He showed us Harmon Quest.
Oh, Harmon
But
Quest is awesome.
the Sarah Silverman show, like Channel 1, like Comedy 101. That's all his stuff, and I really like voice acting and stuff like that. So, but we all like animes and
I'm a big fan.
I'm more of a cartoon guy, but I like Community and stuff like that.
So I'm assuming if you like Harmon Quest, you like Rick and Morty as well.
Oh,
I
fuck
love it.
And were you a former or ever D&D player?
Oh,
You play
We've done
currently?
it a few
I'm a-
times. yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and
always
Jordan
wanted
fucking
to.
made us get
Always
attacked by
wanted
orcs
to.
because we were arguing about what we were fucking doing.
You guys didn't even see the goblins coming. It's like, have you ever campaigned? Goblin ambush is number one.
Yeah, that's
all
like
the fucking
that's
time.
D&D 101, right? Yeah.
I didn't know. I've
Watch
never
out for
played
goblins.
before.
They're feeling their way through an unprecedented situation.
Jordan's like
man.
reading the like. I'm like asking him a bunch of questions, and he's like looking at the like manual, and he's like, "Look, we're supposed to be doing this easy, okay? This is the beginning."
I'm not gonna
You're
bother.
getting too into
I'm
it,
not
man.
gonna-
And I'm like, "What's in my inventory? What's?" He's like,
I mean, let's.
"I'm like, what spells can I do?"
So did you play 5th edition, or what do you
fifth
play?
edition.
Yeah, right.
I think it's just and also I don't get bogged down with graph papers and rules and stuff like that. It's like,
Which was extremely difficult for me
I mean,
because that's
because-
what I wanted.
oh, but then it becomes homework the game.
Yeah. It does become homework. Well, very cool. I don't know. Any other questions from you, or
I just thought we were going to talk about cooler shit than
Cooler shit than
D&D.
Roderick,
Just
you
playing.
were obviously.
I'm a fellow nerd. I've been playing D&D
Well,
for years,
yeah.
so
I
Nah,
get
I'm
my
just
haircut
playing.
by a guy who wears a skilt, and he talks to me about D&D the entire time, and it's actually
Henry is the swordsman.
yeah, D&D
But I will
is some
s-
badass stuff.
I get embarrassed. I thought that was a loaded question. It's
No.
Like, oh, do you play 5th edition? Because I've heard people like 5th edition's too easy. 5th edition is
No,
like,
5th edition was a nice change.
oh, I love
it's,
5th
it was
edition.
wonderful.
I played the 5th. So
We also
Yeah.
take on our Lord of the Rings personas quite often.
Yeah, we heard a
He's
little bit about that
obviously
earlier.
different.
I,
Yeah.
don't know, I love doing like visual art, and I do
Yeah.
most of the design stuff for the band. The last album cover, all of our
Nice.
merch, shirts, stickers.
So you did this?
yeah,
Yeah.
all
Oh,
art is
excellent.
all art is in
Yeah.
Yeah,
house.
it's great.
And so that's what
And-
I do myself outside of work. But it's, again, with the collaborative aspect of this band, it's cool that we've found something where we have people that have complementary skills, and so we're in an aspect where I might not be so strong. Jordan, Daniel, and Dan and Joel might be much stronger than I am, and so it's fucking great, man. And
Like
what
taking
was the other
criticism on album work. That's
yeah, and they're really good at critiquing what I do wrong.
Oh, well, thankfully, like another
It's good
like
friends.
another skill of like a pop culture addiction is like I get obsessed with shit, and I'm like, it's good to like know like, well, that shit's been done before.
Yeah.
It's like oh, that riff. I'm like, that's scarily like for us. That's like oh, that song was written like 50 years ago. So it's-
Oh man, that always comes up. You like always write a riff, and then it's
Oh,
like, wait,
God,
what does that
yeah.
sound like?
Oh,
And
yeah.
after 3 weeks, you're like, wait, what song does that sound? And it's like, dude, if you can't remember it,
Run with it.
no.
you can fucking
There's
do
that
it.
thing, like when I showed Joel that riff I was writing, and I was like, but
He wrote
man,
an
I feel
Ozzy
like this
Osbourne
sounds like
song.
something. And it turned
Yeah.
out it was the almost
No.
exact beginning of Mom, I'm Coming Home. And I was like, fuck, there it is.
I do that all the
I
time.
can't use it
Yeah.
now. I had to trash it because it was.
Get well soon, Ozzy.
You get stoned and you sing a tune.
To Ozzy.
You think it's new, but turns out you listen to it at lunch.
So with pop culture addiction, you watch the CNN 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, all those
Yeah,
decade shows?
Oh, I love it.
Figure that'd feed right into your addiction.
Oh,
Watch fucking everything.
And I
you
frequent
remember
Wikipedia.
everything.
Like I
Do you
like just-
donate?
oh
Because
yeah,
they always
absolutely.
give the donation bar at the top.
Oh, just to get them, like, so I'm going to be on there like 50 times more a day. So, and I'm going to keep getting that. It's like, hey, for less than a cup of coffee, it's like, all right, drink your coffee.
You could either donate to children in need or
Be an
Wikipedia.
asshole. It's like,
Hey, that's human knowledge. It's a collective. It's important.
It's the internet.
Well, Wikipedia could tell you about the children.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You want to do some random questions?
Yeah,
All right.
You want to spin the bin?
We'll try it
All
this
right,
way.
let's do 5. Like, who's this question going to? I don't want
Go ahead and spin there.
Spin it.
Oh, look, one flew out. Maybe that's for you.
Go.
It's your destiny.
Read it
What do we
off.
got?
Read it out loud here.
That's hella
What is it?
destiny.
What's a holiday that doesn't exist that you'd like to create?
Catfish Sons Day, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Next question.
Catfish and Sons Day.
That's fair.
Hey,
Roll again.
I like that answer.
Go for it. Rapid fire.
okay. Was it
Party
a
foul?
If that isn't even a fucking.
Whoa. They're not actually tumbling.
there you
There
go.
it is.
You see him knock over the mic stands.
Oh, look, one's sticking out there.
Yankees.
Grab it.
Top or bottom?
Yankees.
Whichever.
Get that one.
Would you rather have a third eye or a third
Oh,
arm?
third arm for sure. The doy.
Well, where's the eye?
Well, you gotta think about
Where's the
the aesthetic proposition.
It's
Placement
like-
matters,
I mean, I
right?
guess as musicians, we want to have a third arm so
Yeah.
we can do a little bit extra shit.
But is it just
Yeah.
a
Where's the
regular
arm?
third eye, or is it like the metaphorical your third eye?
It's like I
Like-
forgot to mention that the third eye is like in the back of your throat.
Does
It's
the
like-
third eye have like?
You're just watching
Like
yourself chew your food.
transcendental powers?
It's like, all right, close your eyes.
Joel, what do you think?
Where's the arm?
Right?
You
That's
can choose.
comes out of your ass.
I think choose. Maybe you could make your dick your third arm. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I'm
Yeah,
down.
I'll take 2 dicks.
Yeah.
One's an arm, one's a dick.
Give me a
Yeah.
monster. I'm down.
So you have like the rocker, the shocker,
Yeah.
the showstopper.
Yeah,
like,
You can just pull out of your fucking pants and start doing a solo.
That would be cool, though, man.
It's like you
unzip
you
your
undo
little
your fly and it comes
Do you
out.
want to
It's
see
like,
my genitals? Just kidding. It's my arm.
All right.
yeah, don't make my mistake.
Next question. Let's get away from Cox.
It's,
Roosters.
it is what it is.
Vetoing that. Let's.
The little children might watch this later.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding.
We can censor that.
We all have to grow
We
up
edit that
sooner or
out.
I'll
later.
get linked out.
We just have to say explicit on the video.
What decade brought the best music?
Ooh,
Ooh,
70s.
Yeah, but 60s are also
I know.
60s
like
are great.
late, but like
Most
late. I
are.
feel like late 60s because you know
70s.
as-
Let's just say 65 to 75.
Yeah. that's
All
all
right.
That's actually
That's
good.
fair.
That's
I
a-
agree with
that's-
that, but
that's
I
a
would
really
say
good
since
answer.
we're playing now, what decade are we in? 2010s. Yeah, that's the best fucking music ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God damn it!
Miley Cyrus, Beyonce.
Why be old? Be new. Old.
All right.
Nickelback.
I'll
Hand it down to
I'll
your
roll it
colleague.
and I'll hand it to you, Dan.
Easy.
Sick.
No cheating. No peeking.
Do you want to pick it?
Oh, Porky
You should
took
pick
me
it.
out. Okay.
Long arms. Lock it up.
What did you do? What did you do the night Whitney Houston died?
Smoke crack.
I don't know.
In honor, obviously.
Smoke crack in honor. I know my sister was beside herself at home.
I remember that.
I treated it like every other day, and then the next day I'm like, wait, Whitney Houston died?
My sister actually cries like she knew her.
Wow.
Like Whitney. She named her daughter after her.
So Dan consoled her. That's what he
Dan.
did the night that Whitney
Shit.
Houston died.
Spin it.
All right, Joel.
Spin the bin.
Here's some random ass.
This is
questions.
actually
You
how
wrote these.
elections work.
I like that.
These are good questions.
Whitney Houston. Is that in Texas?
Shit,
I
can I get a
forgot that was
sixth
in there.
question?
Yeah.
Can you fit your whole fist in your mouth?
No.
I cannot.
No.
Let's see you guys try.
What am I?
Give it a shot.
Who am I? Steven Tyler from Aerosmith? Fit a fucking beer can in that mouth.
I'll fit
Sideways.
in your mouth, man.
Fuck.
We can't do that.
No. Sadly,
yet.
no.
Failed. That's one thing Catfish and Sons can't do.
All right, let's do it. I'm having fun. Let's do it.
This is fun.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
go
keep
ahead.
it going.
Alrighty. Let's. What am I gonna do?
You go ahead.
Not knocked over my beer, you clumsy motherfucker.
Clockwise? Counterclockwise?
I never said I was graceful.
Anybody need?
Yeah, I was just about to steal cats actually.
I like this
Thank
guy.
you, sir.
I like the cut of this paper.
Like the
Cut
cut
of
of
your
your
jib,
jib,
baby.
you beautiful motherfucker.
If you had to give up one thing for the rest of your life, would it be brushing your hair or brushing your teeth?
Oh, brushing the hair. Fuck that shit.
Fuck the hair.
I
Yeah.
shave my
the
shit off.
hair. I guess the hair. I gotta. Well, but like, what if you just got like,
What
really
team?
cool.
Can I? Can I?
What teeth?
Yeah. Can I go half and half? Like,
yeah. You let your
Fuck
teeth
that.
fall out and you get a nice pair of dentures.
all right, so look at this smile right here.
Well, but
Like,
wait,
I don't need those back shits. So, but I got.
So you trying to split it?
Yeah, like it's
Like you comb the front of your hair, leave the back
yeah,
messed
like
up,
I
and
like
then you
a
only
reverse mullet. You know, like
brush the front part
Party
of
in
your
the
teeth.
front.
in the front.
party in the front,
Yeah, party in the front.
business in the back. Better coming and going. You know, so.
we're some long-haired dudes over here, so I don't know. That's kind
That's a
of
rough
man.
question. That's a
Yeah,
rough
it is.
question.
I think I would
Tough
give
question
up
for
hair. I
stars.
think I would give up hair.
All right,
Two
All right,
save
here's
your
a-
teeth.
Rats.
Two hair teeth. Save your teeth.
Well,
That's how you live longer.
I'm on a
my
liquid
uncle's
diet.
a
So
dentist, so I can't. I can't.
Yeah, he's gonna be watching this video and he's gonna be proud of you,
He's gonna
Henry.
be pissing off if I said my teeth.
What the fuck? So you just find a girl with teeth. Okay.
Girl with no teeth.
Who would? Oh, this is easy. Who would win in a fight between Spider-Man and Batman? Batman.
they've done this on Death. Yeah, Batman wins. They've
Batman
done this
always
on.
wins.
They've proofed that out.
On Death
Isn't
Battle,
Spider-Man
yeah.
like?
Batman always
Isn't he
wins.
like the ultimate superhero though?
No, he's
The
a kid.
ultimate
He's a
superhero?
perpetual teenager.
But like,
Perpetual.
Yeah, like
the fact
he doesn't. He gets to graduate.
Why
high
are you
school-
always a teen?
He
Batman
gets
is
to
a
graduate.
genius.
He gets to graduate high school in like the '60s.
If Batman
But
can
then,
kill
but then
Superman-
you know, you bring him back with the Sony pictures, and it's like a skateboarding guy. We outsourced Spider-Man 2 to a British guy. Like, what up is that?
I mean, I get it.
if Batman can kill Superman, he can definitely kill Spider-Man.
Batman has to kill Superman because Superman can come
But
back
actually,
to life. So Batman,
Hold on,
that's why
hold on,
Batman
Matt.
kills
I-
Superman.
Let me
There's not
shift,
any other reason other than they
Oh,
just don't know how to fucking do
gentlemen.
it.
But
There's a guy wearing a Superman
and
shirt here,
they're
too.
and also they are of two different universes. So Batman has no contingency plan to Spider-Man. He's like, what the fuck is this guy? Like,
He would study him. He would stay in the background.
he doesn't know. There's New York does not exist in
Yeah, but Spider-Man fucking
Queens. What the fuck is that?
yeah,
Gotham all the way.
Gotham, bitch.
Gotham. So,
All right.
all right, enough of that.
How much would you pay a hacker threatening to release your browsing history to your friends and family?
Oh.
I mean,
Fucking nothing unless they want to learn about like all the gear that I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
exactly.
They can actually have it. They can buy it for me.
No,
Fuck it,
if
you guys want to.
Daniel seemed a little more concerned.
Yeah,
The
he's
only
a
thing,
little
like,
concerned.
That might be different.
oh, whatever. It's
Are you
like
shy
you
about
release
your
your
porn?
internet history. It's like everyone's gonna know I really like interracial porn.
Oh, damn.
We're getting
All
candid
right.
here. Candid.
I'm glad you moved up from anime.
Yeah.
It is art. If you don't get it, then I guess you don't get it.
All right. Yeah.
Word.
Dan.
All right, you guys want to do a couple more?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
might as well.
Let's do a couple more.
is this is fun.
He's gonna watch this whole video.
My mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear about
What's been your most bizarre life experience?
That's a good
Oh, man.
question. What is
Gee
it, man?
whiz.
I have to say, I have to think about it.
Bizarre.
Because you've had so many.
Bizarre. Like things
Like,
that
how
just,
about you having to shit in a bucket last
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty
I had to
bizarre.
shit in a bucket yesterday. It happens once a week.
what? That's like
Fucking go
That's
go anywhere else in the earth, and that's how they do it.
that is like Guantanamo Bay stuff though.
My dad went to
The-
the Philippines. My dad's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
He's staying with some family.
Yeah, like the fanciest hut in the world.
It's
like,
the fanciest hut in the world because it has running water in the toilet. So
such leisure,
yeah, right.
such privilege.
I shit in a bucket. So it's
I
not
think the
that
most bizarre thing is, just life itself, man.
What is that? Some Eastern
Maybe,
shit?
maybe,
Like,
maybe doing acid. I don't know. Fucking.
big. No.
When
You
you're
got
going
jobs,
like this.
can't talk about that.
Slide that one down there.
All right, let's do one more.
Right, hold.
Shitting in a bucket for the most bizarre.
It's not even that bizarre.
yeah.
Go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, you just
All right.
like totally skipped that one that's like on the spool itself.
Ah,
You-
fuck
oh,
Oh man, that was the question that will
Would
never
you
be
rather
answered.
fly one horse-sized duck
Oh, I've heard this one.
or 100 duck-sized
That duck would
horses?
fuck you up.
One more
Ducks
size.
are so hard. Ducks are bad.
I think 100 duck-sized horses.
oh yeah. Then I can have like a little
Yeah.
like a penny board, and then just gonna have like
Probably
100
less aggressive.
leashes and just like
That way you could pick two up.
Yeah.
No, man, one horse-sized duck would be way easier
No.
than 100. If it's a fight,
Quack, motherfucker.
You could you outrun a horse-sized duck?
Could you?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
gonna
fly.
fly
They can
really
fly.
Oh
fast.
yeah, that is true. I didn't even think about
And they're more
flying.
proficient in
Yeah.
water than you'll ever
Damn.
be.
Yeah, it's just flying on land or water.
Both. Or the
matter.
air. It can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's like the marine of
anywhere. Yeah.
land, air, and
Anytime.
sea.
Yeah, we'll be there in an hour.
I think horse-sized duck is easier, and I'm sticking with that, dude. It's only one.
Well, you only
gotta
gotta kill one of them, right?
But hey, you see
What
videos.
weapons are we
You see
talking
videos
about?
all the
Are we talking
time
about
though.
fisticuffs?
Can I have like
You
one
just gotta
like
pick up one of those
mama-sized
horses,
duck,
you know, and just start
duck-sized horse, and then like a bunch of little duckling-sized ponies?
I mean,
'Cause then-
imagine
and then you just see it like crossing the road
100
and like
things going
you stop
after
traffic
you.
for that. Like people don't run over the duckies. So.
Well, I think it's appropriate to
Shit.
ask you guys. I can't wear this mask and not ask how you guys feel about the current political climate.
I don't talk politics.
You
I don't know anything about it, so like
skip out on
It's
everything.
We
huh?
can say we're unhappy.
I mean, it's just divisive, man. Everyone's very divided. I wish that there was more of a
Party politics,
perhaps
man.
a common ground between the partisanship.
shit.
I mean, no blood for
Political
oil.
tribalism.
I like people. I don't like
Corporations?
I like to get to know people and talk to people, and I don't like the discourse where you're locked into a certain ideology. And so I think that is toxic on both sides. And I hope that in America we can find a common ground.
Would it be
And
a
I-
safe assumption, you guys being, I'm guessing, all in your 20s maybe,
Yeah.
that you're optimistic about the future, even in
Nah.
spite of maybe things? Or
I am.
Sometimes.
It's
No,
tough,
you
yeah.
gotta be, because if you look back at history, it's so much better now than it ever
better.
fucking was.
Well, what are you
And
talking
the
about? Like
pendulum
pooping in the
swings
floor,
back
or
and
like
forth.
No,
like,
now he gets to
Dying
poop in a
roads.
bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting in a bucket
In a
yesterday.
bucket.
If that isn't
It's
a
my
metaphor, I don't
choice.
know what is, man.
Was it a choice though? Like, given the opportunity,
Well, I mean,
porcelain throne or fucking
Plastic
I would have
Depot
rather
buckets.
driven to AM/PM to take a shit in there, but
I mean, I guess depends on the bathroom
earlier,
too.
it's like, why would you waste 20 minutes driving when you could just shit in a bucket?
Next
What's the
question,
big
better
deal about
question.
That's a
shit in a
question we could talk
bucket?
about for hours.
Or like a really nice bucket, or like a really dirty
Have you ever
toilet,
shit
like,
in a
with-
bucket? It's
Yeah.
great.
I
I
wonder-
pooped in a trash
I
can.
would rather do a bucket than like
Trash-
most gas
Yeah, when I was-
station
when I was a
bathrooms.
boy.
I would say that.
Because I was in the park,
It's the
and-
shit.
I've
Literally.
shit in a bucket. I've shit in a
It's
bucket.
shit. It's a great
Yeah.
little height that you just poop. And
You
You
get a
feel
little
ashamed,
wood
too.
board with a
I've
hole in
always-
it,
Exactly,
right over
yeah.
the bucket.
I've
Exactly.
also shit in a toilet that wasn't hooked up at all. It was just like sitting there.
like a display one.
Yeah, it was at Home Depot in the display units.
It's like there's,
Everyone was looking at me weird in Lowe's. I don't know why, but
they do that shit on.
People who go to
on,
Lowe's are so judgy.
They do that shit on Couples Retreat. Vince Vaughn's son is like, it looks like a real toilet to me. It's not a real toilet.
Just cut the road. It's funny that you hadn't known. Somehow you still can't find the road.
Shut the fuck up.